Panthers TV with head coach Danny Stewart. And Danny, does 4-1 tell the story of that game?
Probably not. I think it was probably a closer game than that. That scoreline suggests. I wasn't crazy about our game tonight. I think first 10, 12 minutes really good. Kind of had possession almost the whole 10, 12 minutes and created some chances and got that first one. But I thought after the power break there, we kind of just loosened up a little bit. Coventry improved their game too, and they came at us. But I didn't like how we were on the puck, off the puck. We were a bit loose, we were a bit sloppy, and I don't know whether it was last night took a little bit out of us or whatever the case. That's not an excuse or acceptable for how we responded to it. Like if your legs are tired, make smarter decisions with the puck, play less defense. I wasn't crazy about the game. I'm not gonna lie.
4 very well worked goals, though.
Yeah, no, look, at the end of the day, we put a roster together that has depth and has talent. And, some nights when the team doesn't have it, sometimes your talent has to get you through. And certainly that was the case tonight. And, Jason played very well for us as well between the pipes.
5 games of pre-season now, 4 wins, 1 loss. How would you rate the pre-season overall?
I think generally overall, I'm pretty happy. He's a lot of good tests. Concordia came in early, and we only had a week together, and they were a very good hockey team. And, we had to squeak that one out, and, little adversity early and came back, which is a good sign. And then going into Manchester, always a tough place to play, and they played a really physical game, but we responded well. Still managed to get to hard areas and create enough to win that hockey game. And Amiens, again, probably a little bit more possession than we're used to in that game, and maybe overplaying a little bit. But Cardiff last night, great test for us on the road. Very, very physical game. Again, I thought we responded well to it. And Tad's great fight there early on. Loved that. Guys were pumped, and they were a physical team, and I thought it was a game that probably could have went either way. Unfortunately, they got that second one that kind of put us back on our heels, and maybe we fatigued a little bit in the third. But and then tonight, bounced back, like I said, found a way to get a result, scrape it out. So, different variable of games. But look, at the end of the day, overall, pretty happy.
And finally, first competitive game next Saturday. How ready do you feel the team is for that?
Yeah, I think we're ready to go. 5 preseason games I think is enough, and guys are ready. So we'll give the guys, they haven't had a lot of time off in the last 3 weeks, so we'll give them a day or two here, and then get back to work on Tuesday and get ready for a big opening weekend.